Ever wonder why corn on the cob at a fair or backyard BBQ tastes so much better than the one you make at home? It's not magic. It's just two simple ingredients you already have in your kitchen. In the summer, you see corn on the cobs everywhere at fairs, food trucks, even at restaurants. But at home, it just never turns out quite as sweet, juicy, and tender. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that so your corn comes out soft, plump, and full of flavor every single time. Let's get started. Most people make this mistake without even realizing it. They strip off every single husk before boiling corn, and then they wonder why it tastes bland and watery. Here's the fix sleeve on a thin layer of the husk. That husk locks in the corn's natural sweetness and keeps each kernel soft and tender while it cooks. Without it, the kernels sit directly in the water, and all that flavor seeps right out. Keep that thin layer on, and you'll notice the difference the moment you lift the lid. The smell, the color, the texture. All right, where they should be. There's one tiny step most people skip, and it could be why your corn sometimes tastes strange or even upsets your stomach. Those dry yellow tips at the top. They're where dirt collects moisture, escapes, and insects leave behind tiny eggs. Leave them on, and you're boiling all of that right into your pot. The fix is simple trim off both the top and the bottom, removing anything wilted or damaged. This keeps your corn clean, safe, and tasting exactly the way it should. Here's something almost everyone does without thinking. They rip off all the corn silk and throw it straight in the trash. Big mistake. That silky stuff isn't waste. It's loaded with nutrients and natural compounds your body actually needs. The fix: keep the silk on and boil it together with the corn. Corn silk has been used for centuries to make soothing herbal tea, to cool the body in hot weather, and even to help with digestion. It adds subtle flavor to the water and lets you get every bit of goodness the corn has to offer. Most people just give their corn a quick rinse and think it's clean. But here's the ugly truth. Dirt, insect eggs, and bacteria can hide deep between the kernels and husk. A fast splash of water won't get rid of that. Here's what you do. Place the corn in a large bowl, add a spoon of salt filled with water, and stir until the salt dissolves. Let it soak for about 10 minutes. Salt naturally kills bacteria and helps loosen any hidden dirt, so when you rinse it afterward, your corn is truly clean and safe to eat. Ever boil corn and wonder why it turns out bland, a little dry, or even tough? That's because plain water pulls flavor out of the kernels and does nothing to soften them. Here's the fix. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the pot. Salt keeps the kernels plump by holding in moisture, and that light seasoning makes the natural sweetness pop. Baking soda works like magic on the texture. It breaks down the tough outer skin so the corn stays tender, and it even helps release vitamin B3 so your body can absorb it better. But don't overdo either. Too much salt will make the corn tough, and too much baking soda will change the flavor. Stick to a teaspoon each, and you'll never go back to boiling in plain water again. Ever wonder why some corn turns out tough and chewy, even if it was fresh? Here's why starting with hot water shocks the kernels makes the starch seize up and locks them into a hard, dry texture. The fix is simple. Always start with cold water. As it heats up, the corn slowly releases its natural aroma and sweetness into the pot. Bring it to a boil on high heat, then turn it down to medium and cook for about 10 minutes. And don't overcook. The longer it boils, the more nutrients and flavor you lose. Get the timing right, and you'll have sweet, tender corn every single time. When the timer's up, lift the lid and let that sweet aroma hit you. It's fresh corn done right. But here's a mistake to avoid. Don't let the corn sit in the hot water. Leaving it there will drain out the nutrients and dull the flavor you just worked for. Take it out right away, and you'll see it bright golden color, soft kernels, and that perfect sweet bite that tells you it's ready to serve. The moment your corn is cooked, don't just leave it sitting in that hot water. That's one of the fastest ways to drain out its nutrients and dull the flavor you worked for. Think about it. You spent all that time picking the right corn, cleaning it, seasoning it just right, only to let it soak until it turns soggy and flat tasting. Instead, take it out right away. You'll lock in that fresh, bright color, keep every bit of sweetness, and preserve that tender bite. The difference is night and day, fresh out of the pot. Your corn will be vibrant, juicy, and naturally sweet, exactly how it should be. So what if you made a big batch and can't finish it all? Don't just toss it in the fridge uncovered. That's an open invitation for your corn to dry out. Pick up fridge odors or get hit with bacteria. You don't want anywhere near your food. Instead, wrap each ear tightly in plastic wrap, squeezing out as much air as you can. That airtight seal keeps moisture in, keeps germs and dust out, and locks in that just cooked taste. Then pop it in the fridge for a few days of freshness, or freeze it and enjoy sweet, juicy corn months later. When you're ready to eat, just steam it for a few minutes, and it's as if it came straight from the pot. Peeling corn kernels off the cob can feel like a messy, time-wasting chore. You've probably tried using a knife, only to end up with flying kernels, uneven cuts, and a countertop that looks like a popcorn machine exploded. Here's the simple, no-mess way. Grab a sturdy spoon. Use the handle, not the scoop, to press down along the rows of kernels. The first few rows pop right off, and after that you can slide the rest off easily with your hands. No slipping, no wasted kernels, no cleanup nightmare. You're left with perfectly whole kernels, ready for salads, soups, stir-fries, or freezing for later. Don't throw away that corn cooking water. It's basically a natural vitamin drink you just made for free. It's packed with minerals like potassium and magnesium, plus antioxidants that come from the corn itself. If you cooked it with corn silk, you've also added compounds that can help reduce water retention, support kidney function, and gently lower blood pressure. It's caffeine-free, naturally sweet, and easy on the stomach, perfect for kids, seniors, or anyone who needs to stay hydrated without sugary sodas. Drink it warm for a soothing tea, chill it for a refreshing summer drink, or use it as a nutrient-rich base for soups and grains. Why pour health down the drain when you can pour it into a cup. And that's it, the simple method that turns ordinary boiled corn into something you can't stop eating. Sweet, tender, full of flavor, and easy to store or prep for other dishes. Once you try this, you'll never go back to plain boiling. So next time you see fresh corn at the market, grab a few extra ears. Give this method a shot and taste the difference for yourself. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more kitchen tips, and share this with someone who loves good food as much as you do. See you in the next video.